Well, I'm glad I wanted to thank you for doing the interview because had you not done that interview with her, we would never have saw her or had no idea where she was or even if she was alive.
I tell you,
So
man.
I just want to thank you for doing that interview with her. That at least we got a chance to see her. Like during that interview, I could kind of like tell she was on something.
I was about to say the area that she's in. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's where a lot of crack, a lot of ice. That's where a lot of that stuff goes down.
We're to a point where we don't really know what to do. It's not like she wasn't honest in that interview. She told a lot of untruths and things.
So what was the
Like,
untruth that she told?
well, like for one.
What's up, YouTube? Back in the lab with KD for the summertime. And this time I got my hitters with me. If you want to get this work, hit up at KD with the muscle on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? So guys, I'm gonna bring y'all a quick StreamYard intro to this video. Just kind of wanted to preview it, let you know what's going on. I know some of y'all like when I pop up on the StreamYard like this. So, all right, so here we're gonna take a look and see. So basically what's going on, guys, is I was coming back from this fitness event with my trainer, KD. Shout out to Ebony Fit Weekend. Shout out to Calisthenics class. We just got done. KD tore us up, of course, like he always does. No Diddy, of course. And so, we just had a good workout, got the girls with me. And I got a phone call from a lady who was basically the grandmother of this young lady. Let's see if we can pull her up. She's the grandmother of the 15-year-old young lady that I interviewed earlier this week. So this young lady right here, okay? So she's the grandma, okay? And so the grandma called me, kind of gave me the rundown on, everything and how, how that whole situation is. And so the long and short of it is that, as you saw on the preview, she's very appreciative of the fact that I interviewed her because she got to see that, she's alive, got to kind of see, how she's doing, right? Because otherwise than that, they didn't have any contact with her, okay? So, listen, as I stated in a couple of lives ago, right? This is God's plan. This is God's plan, right? So, I don't know why I interview, who I interview, or why or how it's going to end up being important. But I just allow myself to be led by the Spirit and kind of just go from there, just kind of have faith that the things that I'm doing are ultimately going to work for the betterment of everybody, right? And so that's what we have here, guys, is that hopefully this will allow the young lady to kind of get back with her family or possibly go stay with her dad. Maybe from this conversation, maybe the grandma and the mom can kind of, figure out a way that they can kind of meet in the middle as far as having communication with the dad, because that seems to be at the crux of maybe what the young lady's issue is. But I'm going to let y'all listen to the conversation. I just want to give you a quick preview. And I wanted to say, man, listen, I'm on my purpose. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to interview the people that I interview. If they happen to be minors or this or that, maybe there's a reason for that. Okay. But I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate all the feedback, positive and negative. But just know that a negative comment here or there, or 10 negative comments, ain't going to stop what I got going on. Okay. Because it's deeper than that. It's bigger than that. All right. So anyway, this is a conversation that I had with the grandma when I was on my way back from Ebony Fit Weekend. I have my kids in the back. So, my oldest is the same age as this young lady that I interviewed. So she got to hear the whole conversation. And so I'm going to let you guys hear it as well. All right. And I told the grandma that, the conversation was going to be on YouTube. So, all right. I hope y'all, definitely get something out of this. All right. Just to be clear, we're talking about the young lady, the kind of fair-skinned young lady that I just interviewed like last week, right?
Yeah,
The
the
15-year-old?
15 year
Yes,
old.
yes, yes. Okay. And so you say that you're her
Yeah,
grandma?
yeah, I'm her grandmother. My daughter is her mother.
Okay, okay. So what's the deal with that? Because what's like, the way she says it, she's not homeless. She can go home and everything's fine and don't worry about her.
She can go home whenever she gets ready, but the thing is, every time we bring her home, she runs away again. So we're to a point where we don't really know what to do. It's not like she wasn't honest in that interview. She told a lot of untruths and things. So,
So what was the
but
untruth that she told?
well, like for one, she was saying her mom doesn't let her out the house and stuff like that. That's not true. Her
Right.
mother spent time with them, take her and her brothers and sisters places. They do things together. We do things as a family. They come to my house. We eat, just like any other normal family. Like, yeah, every family has issues, but it's another like she was putting it. So, I mean, a lot of the stuff that she was saying isn't true, you know?
So I guess
So
part
it's
of
safe for her to come home whenever she gets ready, but she just turn around and she'll wait till her mom go to work and then she'll just leave. She'll just leave and we have no clue where she is, who she's with, or anything else. And she's even been brought home several times by the police. The police by defects. Yeah, so she's just really taking us through the ringer. I mean, I know she needs some counseling. She definitely has some issues. And right now, I'm really concerned about her because I saw all the bruises on her neck and
yeah.
dark rings under her eyes. That's just not the way that's very unusual and it was quite disturbing for us to see her like that.
Well, I mean,
And
I'll tell
then
you right now. Go ahead. Go
she
ahead.
also has like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
She also asked, like during that interview, I could kind of like tell she was on something.
I was about to say the area that she's in. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's where a lot of crack, a lot of ice. That's where a lot of that stuff goes down.
Wow.
And the little fella that she's out there with is just lost in the sauce.
Yeah, and see, you don't know anything about him.
Well, if you look at, so you saw the interview that I did with her, but I did a live that day as well. So if you go to my channel and you look at the live, that's where she said that, oh, I want to do an interview or whatever. And the fella that I was giving the advice to, the young dark-skinned fella, that's who she's out there with.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is go, instead of videos, go to lives. And it's the latest live that I did. And, it's not that long. It's probably like 30 or 40 minutes. But that's who she's out there with.
Okay.
Okay? Now, what she was saying a lot, what kept on coming up during her interview was basically about how she kind of feels bad about her dad not being there.
Right.
What's the deal with that? Like, as far as, like, have y'all, like, talked to her about that? Or, like, is there any further information?
Yeah, I mean, like, I even told him to, your daughter's in trouble. Why don't you just leave Las Vegas and come here and take her to live with you? Because she's still not doing right at home. So maybe, she'll be happier if she was living with him. But I don't think he's in any predicament to really
Be able
to
take
really
care of her.
bring her there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it's a messed up situation, and she was right about as far as her losing her brother back in January. We did lose him. He was 16.
Well, would you say that triggered any of this behavior or anything like that?
It may have triggered some, but she was already having issues before that even happened.
Okay. Okay.
She was already doing stuff, stealing, and she doesn't care who she steals from. Stealing, not going to school, don't want to do no chores, don't want to clean up. She don't want to do nothing her mother tells her to do.
Oh,
And I mean, she can when she wants to. Like she can cook and everything. She helped take care of her younger brother and sisters, stuff like that. But when she's also like she can be good when she wants to be. But on the other hand, when she want to cut up and act a fool and do what she want to do, that's when she runs off. That's when she leaves. So she, at this point, we don't really know what to do with her. Like my daughter has talked to, DFACs and people like that, trying to get her some counseling, trying to get her, I don't know, maybe in a group home or something, until she gets her head in the right space, and then she can come back home. But it's just not working out at all. Because every time we turn around, she's leaving. But we never know where she is. And a lot of times, the only time that we even know that she's alive is she gets picked up by the police, and they'll, get DFACs involved, and then DFACs will bring her back home.
So how
and
long?
Things
So
like that.
she's 15 now. How long would you say this behavior has been going on?
Probably about, like she was saying, she was honest about that for like probably 11 or 12. It's been going on for a while, but she wasn't running away. She was just doing other stuff, acting up at school, getting in fights.
When did the running away start?
She was getting in fights and getting suspended every couple of weeks. And of course, she's not passing her grade. Like every year, she's been getting kept back. And it's not like she's not a dummy. She's a very smart girl. Like she can get A's and B's in school and do good. But she was just like getting in fights and always making excuses, saying it's other people that's doing stuff.
When did the running away start?
I don't know. I want to say about a year ago, maybe.
Okay. I mean, and I asked her, I asked her during the interview, but I mean, I asked you, there's no like sexual trauma or anything like that you know about that was going on or anything like that. Okay.
No, there's nothing like that. She lives with her mom and her brothers and sisters. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing like that. Nothing.
Why do you think she is clinging to this young fella that she's clinging to? Like, like I get, the teenage puppy love thing or whatever, but is it her looking for that, whatever masculinity or that, male kind of energy that because like I say, she brought it up several times in the interview about her dad. It's obviously something she feels some type of way about. But do you think that could possibly be it?
What, the fact that she's missing her dad?
Yeah, you just kind of, that, for the long and short of it, yes, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, but it's not like she doesn't have positive male figures in her life. Like she has my husband, and she has three adult uncles, and they all, talk to her, and there for her when she needs to talk to somebody, all of it. So, I mean, and then she got like older brothers. Like she got one older brother that's at home. So,
okay.
And she has a younger brother that's home. The rest are her little sisters. And she has an adult sister at home as well. So it's not like she doesn't have anybody to talk to or anything like that. She's just want to do what she want to do. And she gets the opportunity to do exactly what she wants to do when she run away. And that's why she keeps doing it. Because she thinks she's wrong.
I tell you what, boy. Hard head make a soft ass every time. I wish that, and that's part of the reason why I broadcast the stories that I broadcast, that hopefully some of these younger people can see this stuff and see what's in their future and avoid the pitfalls. But it's hard to tell young people stuff, man. It really is.
It is, because they don't want to listen. They figure you don't know what you're talking about.
They always think that you don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
So listen. She's basically down. She's normally on the block at Gateway. They walk around. They walk around the area. So you might find them by the Greyhound station. You might find them at Gateway. You might find them up at 5 Points. But between that kind of triangle, that's the area where she normally is at.
Okay, you said about a Greyhound bus station?
Yep, Greyhound, which is Crack Central. Gateway, which is the kind of, the homeless shelter that most people first go to when they become homeless. And it's mostly a men's homeless shelter. And then 5 Points, which, that's 5 Points train station. So between that route.
Okay, you kind of like echoing, so I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on the highway and I got my windows out, so I'm gonna try to say it again for you. But basically, Gateway, which is a homeless shelter, that block is where she's normally at.
Okay.
Right? So
where part of the city is that located in?
It's downtown.
The homeless shelter.
Downtown.
Okay.
So Gateway is where she's normally at. That's where I normally see her. Between Gateway and the Greyhound station, they're right there next to each other. Sort of. Like Peachtree separates them. So there's a lot of drugs that go on in that area. And the last time I saw them, they were coming from that area.
Okay.
And then besides that, 5 Points, which is the train station.
Right.
So those are the areas where I would normally see them, and more so it would be down there by Gateway.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's not in a good situation. Like, the young fella that she's with, he's essentially homeless, lost in the sauce, typical type of, kid that's lost and out there,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so, if I see her, is there anything that you want me to, do, say, call, anything like that?
I guess you could just tell her that you spoke to me and we want her to come back home. We love her and we miss her, and we want her to come back home because we need to work this out so that she doesn't keep running off.
Okay.
And if she makes contact with her dad, she need to ask her dad, look, come and get me. Let me come live with you or whatever.
Well,
she doesn't want to be on her own.
When I asked her about her dad and how maybe he would feel about the dude that she's with, she said that he would like him.
No, he wouldn't.
She said that because he had been shot and because he had a rough life growing up, that he would like her boyfriend. And I don't think so.
Yeah, he would. He was in one of the chats and he said, "No, I would not approve of this boy."
Oh, he was in one of, on YouTube. He came in the comments.
He commented and wanted. He made a couple of comments. I don't remember whether it was on YouTube or whether it was on what's the other one?
Instagram or Facebook.
No, not Instagram or Facebook. What, TikTok?
TikTok. Mm-hmm.
He was in one of those. Yeah, he was in one of those chats, and he said he would not approve of that boy.
Wait, did y'all see this on TikTok?
We saw it on TikTok and on YouTube.
God damn it. I got to figure out who's stealing my content and put it on TikTok.
Yeah, it's on TikTok. That's what we originally saw.
Can you send me the link for that?
I can try. I mean, I'm not too good with sending links, but I could try to send it to you.
Yeah, I mean, just if you can. Also, if you can, send me her dad's number.
I don't have his number. We're not in touch with him.
No? Okay.
No, we're not in touch with him because he just packed his shit one day and left. So we're not in touch with him.
How many kids does he have with your daughter?
He has 9.
All 9?
Yeah, 9. The one that, and then the one that, well, I'm wrong. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Because it's just one that's not his. My oldest grandson is not his son. But all the rest of her 9 siblings,
so let me ask about
that. Mine is the one that passed away. Mine is the one that passed away. Yeah. Oh boy.
So I'm gonna ask about that real quick because I mean, you know, kids oftentimes they don't take sides. They love both their mom and their dad. And so is it an environment where she feels like, you know, you guys are kind of vitriolic towards the dad?
Well, I mean, nobody appreciates how he just abandoned his family, but we don't say nothing to her about it.
I get it, but you know, kids, you know, you don't have to say anything directly to them. They can pick up on energy. A lot of times they can read the room. And so, you know, I guess she may feel that may be like the crux of what's going on. I mean, how long ago did this happen where he just picked up and left?
I don't know, but it's been over a year, I'm sure.
So
it's been over a year.
So she wasn't running away before he left, or she was?
Well, I don't think when he was home, she wasn't running off there. I don't believe, she wasn't running off while he was there. It pretty much started after he left. That's when she really like got out of hand.
So I mean,
she was doing little stuff.
So let me ask.
She was doing little stuff, but see, the other difference is he's not a disciplinarian. Like he wasn't disciplining her at all. He was letting her do whatever she wanted to do.
Well, I get it, but I mean, look at what's going on now, right? So I mean, like at least that sounds like if she was doing what she wanted to do, but at least, you know, she wasn't like crossing certain boundaries type deal. And so let me ask, I mean, would it be worth it for you guys to like, you know, open up the lines of communication with him and just try to, you know, maybe reestablish at least just a communicative relationship? Do you think maybe that would kind of help the situation?
Well, I mean, it could. I mean, and even when he was in the comments, I was talking to him, but he wasn't saying anything back. So there's nothing I can do about that. But I asked him, you see the hell that your child is putting everybody through, why don't you just come get her and let her live with you? Because that's where she truly wants to be, with him. So if we can make that happen, let's make that happen. But he wouldn't even say anything back. Like he didn't say anything to my comment to him. So if he's not going to talk back, then we can't get anywhere with that.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find her. I'm gonna see if I can pull up on her real quick. Does she have her dad's number? I mean, I know she said she talks to him or whatever.
Yeah, I believe she does. She got a cell phone, so she should have his number.
And what about...
She can get in touch with him when she wants to, I believe.
What about her mom? Like, does the mom have the dad's number? Your daughter?
I don't... That's something I don't know. She probably does, but I don't know.
Okay, I mean, if you can, if somehow you can get the number to me, I would like to kind of talk to him directly. And so... if you can get the number to me, great. If not, I'll try to get it another way or whatever. But
Yeah,
I
I
will.
think the best way is to just get it from her. Like, get it from my granddaughter. If you see her, get it from her.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna use this conversation to kind of highlight. I actually have my daughters with me in the car with me right now. They're
Okay.
listening to this whole thing, and my oldest daughter is the same age as your granddaughter. She's 15.
Okay.
So, other people need to hear this. Other people need to see this and know that this happens. And hopefully, if other young people can see this, it can help them to have a better perspective on what they need to do, don't need to do, this type of stuff, how it makes the grandparents feel, the parents feel, how you guys are stressing out about this and everything else. Just
Yeah.
everybody needs to kind of understand how these situations work, because these are truly the beginning steps to them becoming the folks that are on my channel, the adults that are homeless, strung out, prostituting
Yeah.
themselves, all type of bad things.
Right.
So I'm just giving you a heads up that I'm going to use this conversation for that. And I'm actually about 5 minutes away from where she's at, so I'm literally gonna see if I can pull up on her and see if I can get some answers and figure out what's going on.
Well, I'm glad I wanted to thank you for doing the interview, because had you not done that interview with her, we would never have saw her or had no idea where she was or even if she was alive.
I tell you,
So
man.
I just want to thank you for doing that interview with her. That at least we got a chance to see her.
I'm gonna tell you something. I get that a lot, right? And of course, obviously this is it's kind of what I do, but I really do feel spirit led by this, and it's comments like what you just said that confirm what I feel, right? That confirm that sometimes I don't know why I'm interviewing a person or something like that. And people oftentimes will criticize me for interviewing a minor. But hell, the way I feel like if my minor child was out there, I would be more happy seeing them on YouTube or whatever than just not knowing where the heck they are, what's going on.
That's all right.
So I definitely receive your kind words and your encouraging words for sure. And I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. So absolutely.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
tell her to come home. That's all we want.
Listen, if I can convince her to jump in the car, if I can convince her to jump in the car right now, then she's jumping in the car, and we're coming straight to wherever you guys are at.
Well, you would go straight to where her mother is. I mean, she knows where she lives. That's where she needs to go.
Okay, what side of town is it again?
It's in Atlanta.
Okay. So right. So like I think she said Metropolitan or something like that, right?
I don't know about Metropolitan, but I know it's in the Atlanta area, somewhere near Greenbrier, maybe.
Okay.
I am not familiar with that area. I have not been to there. I haven't visited them yet since they moved.
Okay.
So,
Where do you live?
I live in Douglasville.
Okay, you in Douglasville. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, like I say, I'm gonna see if I can pull up on her, and I will definitely call you if I do.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
bye.